Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLA video. I know it's been a minute. Weekend, and just dryness. Just not enough things to do. So with that being said, guys, get ready for some more dryness in this Sahara. We're going to be here for a minute. So let's talk about a couple things that we should be getting prepared for, some expectations going forward. And yes, there are some questions around Antoine being the only character for the anniversary. As it stands right now, guys, in the month of May, we should be getting 2 units. Okay, just so everyone's aware, we're all on the same page. There should be 2 units coming out. That's right, it's going to be Antoine and it's going to be Myro. So right now, everybody should be saving. If you have not been saving, you're probably a whale, and that's fantastic. That's amazing. Thank you for supporting the game. If you are a small dolphin, still recommend saving for now, unless you are pushing Elena in terms of getting yourself as much GB and POD scores as you can. And if you are a free-to-play player, totally up to you how you approach this. I personally went to summon at least an A0 version of Elena. Did not get it. That was my cue to stop. Infusers rule the game right now, and I'll be damned if I miss an infuser for a support. Now, before I continue with the video, guys, just real quick, I know a lot of you guys have been asking, so I'm going to cover it now. Content creator program for this season is over, so the support button is actually grayed out, which means when the season starts again, hopefully we'll get some news of when that is. You'll be able to support again and get yourselves back in. For all those who did support, of course, I'm sending codes out. You should have received it already. If you haven't, please leave a comment, let me know. But the 2 codes that were active have been sent out to all supporters, and let's say thank you to everybody for last season. Shout out to JStow, 2640, Makuja, Spartan 215, Horizon L, 5162, my boy BW Panda, 8057, Jiraiya, I know who you are now. Thank you for supporting as usual, Mr. Joestar, and everyone else who supported along the way. And I hope you guys continue to do so I continue giving you guys free codes. All right, so let's go over what everybody should be doing in these dry months. We have quite a bit, guys, to cover in regards to content right now. But once that content is over, I don't see newer content dropping anytime soon. And I think this is important just to kind of play a little bit of catch up. Now you guys can see scheduled to be updated. You might be wondering, what the hell is that? Well, something else is coming down the pipe. I have no idea what it is, but we do have, of course, Workshop of Brilliant Light coming. You guys can see coming soon. A brand new workshop is going to be dropping with Lagaya. We have ourselves, of course, Monarch of Steel that everybody should be focusing on. POS 10 is currently out, so if you are looking to complete that, this is something that everybody should be working on. Completing this, getting yourself this guy here to 50 in terms of Monarchs, and moving forward with this, and just making sure you're maxed out and ready for the next WOBL drop that happens. Okay, so this is a big one, of course, so make sure you focus on that. And also, don't forget, guys, when it comes down to overall content for Simulation Gate, this is something that everybody should try to aim for 50. If you have not hit 50 yet, focus on that, because what's going to end up happening is you're going to be stuck in a point where you don't have, I got to get more currency for this, you're going to get stuck to a point where you're going to need Essence Stones for the upcoming patch, and no better way to get abundance of Essence Stones through this. So if you are a new player, push this as much as you can. For your existing player, try getting yourself to tier 50 and completing it just to get those coveted Essence Stones from here, which again are really, really hard to get nowadays because they don't give you enough content to do so. So this is a place you absolutely want to focus on and make sure you are grinding it. Now also, you guys can see here, we've got all of these trophies. If you are a newer player, guys, get all the trophies. You guys can see every week we have a new boss. So for those who haven't done so already, some of these guys have not been around. So go back in here and get the 35s completed, get yourself some more trophies. You guys can see I'm at 63,000 Essence Stones. We just got 1,000 for free, and I'm hoping by the time the anniversary hits, I can hit roughly about 75K, okay? And the reason why I say that is, of course, the story mode just introduced expert mode versions of the game, which you guys can focus on and continue working on this. And with expert mode, the beauty is you have a lot more Essence Stones coming up. Look at this. Not only is the story mode going to give you Essence, but the actual trophies from the story also provide you guys with these battle mission achievements, which right now will give us 7,500 additional Essence Stones through just doing expert mode. Yes, it is tough. Yes, the actual TP is super, super high on this, but it's not impossible. So something you should all be doing is trying to get yourself through this content as quick as you can and as far as you can by completing all the 3 stars and the trophies you can to get completed. Because right now, as it sits, everything is going to be dependent on Antoine coming in as a light infuser. So speaking of Antoine, a lot of people have been asking me, hey Payne, should I focus on building him up, or should I focus on building a light team now because of his release coming very soon? My answer to that is straightforward, guys, and I think it's completely falls on you as a player and what you want to do. Right now, in my opinion, personally, the water team's still the best team in the game due to Elena, but if you plan to skip her, it doesn't really hurt to go back into the draw system and start summoning for some units. Now, the reason why I hesitate to say this though is because we don't know who the next light DPS is going to be. If they buff Thomas, and Thomas is going to be the main focus of their light DPS, and we're not going to get Myra won't be the light DPS or Liu won't be the light DPS, then I say focus on, of course, the existing light team. And the existing light team is pretty straightforward. There's really not much to it. You're going to go for Laura 100%, 10%. You're going to build her up, and you're going to build up Thomas as your other unit. But this is the tricky part. I don't know about him anymore. He's so dated. I'm talking about, like, when I say dated, he's 6 months. He's a 6 month anniversary unit, right? So we are talking about a very, very old unit that may not have a place in the upcoming meta. Even though we're getting Antoine as an infuser, we don't know what the future holds for the next light DPS. And if it is Liu and he takes over the game as a light DPS, then you don't want to build up Thomas unless you're planning to, of course, do it for Guild Boss or other things that require 6-man gameplay, right? So it doesn't hurt to get Thomas, of course, from here, but I wouldn't say drop everything for him. Right now, the water team's still the team to go with as it sits currently, but that could of course change, guys. And this is what I don't want to, this is what I'm very much debating on not saying too much about right now. When it comes down to custom draws, I also want to say this: save your weapon tickets for the next upcoming patch. If you haven't done the Rogue and you're let's say you're able to beat hard mode already and you don't need the Rogue and configuration key, although I think everybody should get it at least to A5 if possible. That's just my advice on it because it helped me obviously finish hard mode on my free to play. I think saving all of your tickets for the weapons is important. So make sure you're doing that, guys. And again, a great way of doing this is just farming the story mode and completing it. Now, not only story mode updated, but they also updated, of course, Battlefield of Trials, which is a great place to continuously get more and more tokens, and not only tokens, but you're also going to be able to get yourself additional resources along the way that are fairly hard to find, and more custom tickets through here, and more gold, etc., etc., etc. Right? So super important to work on this because this is going to help you raise your TP, get more currency. And speaking of raising your TP, don't forget about this, guys. This is important. Your Army of Shadows. Everybody should be working on completing their Army of Shadows. You can see I'm at 181 out of 182. I'm almost there. I just need a little bit more shadow energy, and we'll get to that point. I've got enough of this. Get ready probably for another upgrade of this. This is becoming very difficult now to reach again. So before I used to do the whole go into the gates and then refresh 3 keys. I used to do that all the time as free to play. Now you have the 15 keys you can buy from the guild shop. Always do that, guys. And then from there, if you feel like you're still lacking shadow energy, 1 refresh a day, it doesn't hurt. But the problem with that is they used to be a lot more generous with essence stones. Nowadays, essence stones are a lot harder to come by, so it's really difficult to give that advice. So kind of gauge where you are, but try to complete all of your shadow energy before the next patch if you possibly can. That's super important. And hopefully, guys, we get additional content coming this way. We have the whole evolution system dropping, which is obviously putting a lot of mystique and you know, importance on the game. And if they can perform it well, I feel like we have something amazing on our hands. If they do a poor performance of what that is, we can see a lot more players leaving, and I'm hoping that's not the case. I want to see the opposite. I want to see a lot of players coming back. Also, guys, do not forget about this. This is super important, the armory. Many of you guys don't really focus on armory anymore. It is very expensive. Try to get yourselves to at least 9s, and of course push for 10s after. You guys can see I'm still focusing on this. It is a small amount of power, but it's enough there to at least work on. So very important. One thing I do want to say though, not only are essence stones tough to get, but the ability to get more of the advanced mana crystals is becoming more and more difficult, and it's also demanding more and more in the game. So I'm really hoping that devs do something about that. I know essence stones are a big deal for a lot of us, but I can assure you, just as big of a deal as essence stones is these damn freaking advanced mana crystals. And right now, as it sits, guys, this is probably the most important currency in the game, because you can't craft that much for some of the higher end stuff, and the higher end stuff requires quite a bit. So make sure, guys, if you plan to do this, this is another reason to do gates, is to be able to mine more in order to get a lot more of these, because again, these are becoming just scarce as essence stones themselves. So there you guys go. That's what I'll be focusing on right now to get yourself prepared. Again, expect a dry month. I'd say this month and the next month, unless the evolution system is something pretty crazy and they announce something big. I'm really hoping we see a dev live stream. Just focus on TP, focus on completing your trophies and focus on getting yourself through the story mode in Battlefield of Trials as you can. I will be doing more and more content live as well. I just haven't had time recently just because of life and obviously a new game. Speaking of new games, Mongol Stardive has been amazing. I've been enjoying it. So if you are planning to play, make sure you join as well too. Ragnarok is recruiting. We have a couple more spots left, guys. So if you're looking for a top end guild and you can do roughly about 250 plus RC, 240, 250, come join us. Join the Discord. We'll invite you into the guild, and hopefully you guys will find a community and home you're happy with. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.